What is up guys, Killerkev, and today on this particular 8-bit series we are gonna be doing Solid Snake, one of my favourite characters of all time in any video game. You know who it is, don't lie to me, and if you played the new one, which we are currently on the channel, Phantom Pain, if you want to go and check that out, please make sure to do that, because we're going to be playing the whole damn game. But anyway, let's get into the build. As it stands at the moment, we are going to need, for this build, you're going to need black, you're going to need light grey, you're going to need sort of grey wool, sort of a darker version of that, you need brown wool, you're going to need hardened clay, which is a little bit weird because we don't use that 9 times out of 10 in our builds, and you're going to need white stained clay. I know, a little bit crazy. And another colour that I've just thought of, you're just going to need wool or any variation of white. And you're going to need a few blocks of those, purely because the detailing on him is, you know, it's not a lot, but it's there. So, as you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I never build anything on the ground. I don't know why, but it just looks a little bit sturdy. You know, if you're building pixel art on the ground, I wouldn't recommend it. Make sure it's a little bit elevated, because it looks a lot nicer, and you'll see that at the end result as well. So, with a starting block of any of your choice on the ground or up in the air, doesn't matter, you need to make a line of 9. Now this is going to be his left foot. Apologies for the weather, wow. So we are going to make his left foot now, and we're going to make that 9 along to the left. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like so. And then either side of the 9, just place a block like so. Now, white or wool normally comes great into useful just for using something called tacks. Now, tacks is something I like to use on the channel, which I place, and then shortly after I've placed the block that is needed for the build, I remove the tack shortly after. So for instance, which you're going to need 1, 2, 3 to make the bridge of the other foot. They're going to be tacks. I'm going to place a black block, and once I've done that, I can actually remove those tacks like so. So pretty much just want something like that. So again, this is going to be his right foot, so the exact same as the other side, we're going to make a 9 block as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then on like so, it's the block on either side. So you should have 2 lines of 9 with a block on the other side. This one looks a little bit skimpy compared to this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Strange. So yeah, once you've done that, it is all gravy. So we're just going to do the first layer here, which is going to be our light grey. I'm just going to come all the way along here and just fill in this sort of a section that's missing with our light grey wool like so. Once you've done that, you want to come to the left hand side, and you're going to put 2 blocks on the end coming in towards the build, and exactly the same on the other side as well, like so. So you should have something that looks slightly similar towards that. Again, we're going to build another line of grey wool. Don't go over past the initial grey wool here. So for instance, don't do this. So just keep it within the greys, trust me on this, and then on the end of this you can just fill in with your black, like so. And once you've done that, you want to come over to each side as well, the exact same thing as well, just make an L, and the same thing on this side as well, just on top of the grey, an L, like so. So you should have something that looks like this at this current point in time. Crazy, I know. So you're going to switch to your grey wool, your darker version of your grey wool, and just follow these L's all the way along 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, they will go onto the black. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, again onto the black. And just come up one either side, like so. Grab to your black, and you want to put a black, just past the grey, you want to put a tack, a black, and then a black on top of that tack. So for instance, it looks something like that. You want something that looks exactly like that. If you're a little bit sort of scared, or you want another preference of it, you want that. Make sure it looks exactly like that, and then boom. That's pretty much his legs there. Now we're going to build up to his waist, his hands, his head, etc, etc. We're going to do the rest of the build. So for instance, with these sort of 3 here that are missing, you guessed it, we're just going to fill it in with our grey or a light grey wool, like so. So you should have something like that. From these L's, you want to put 1 black block in, coming into the build now, sort of like so. And now we can actually start building his arms. Before we do any of the detail, let's make sure his arms are structured and he's got everything else. So we're going to start working on the left arm here. So from the black that we've just placed, the random one that's just sticking up, make sure to put a light grey next to it. And then on top of that, you just want to come at an extra 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. You're going to come back down 1, and then you want to put 1 on the left hand side of that block. And then another one to make it 2. And once you've done that, come back to the first one and then put an extra 2 like that. So you should have a pattern that looks like that. So obviously this line here is 5 blocks in total all the way up. Then you've got 3 next to it by coming back down 1. And then next to it on the 3 on the top third one here, you want to come 1 to the left like so. Crazy, I know. Again, you want to go grab your tack and just snug in that little corner like so. That is only a tack. Do not panic. Do not panic. So from the tack coming towards the left now, you want to make 3. And then once you've done that, make sure to put another tack. And again, you guessed it, and it's on the 4 up. 4, just past this line here. obviously the little block here, which will make a line with your lighter grey wall like so. So it's kind of like a square. After that, when you remove your tags, it's not a square. Oh my god damn, it's a hand. That's creepy. And then from the fourth one here, as you can tell, back on this fourth line here, you want to come up invisible stair sets. Now, invisible stair sets are a trend on this channel. I love invisible stair sets. They help me out so much. It's just an easy way to explain this sort of pattern formation here, which is kind of going into the build. As you can tell, a visible stair set, there was no sort of backbone or anything holding onto this, so you can imagine walking up like a stair set like so. Pretty damn cool, I know, which we're going to refer a lot to that in this build, so please make sure that you do and know, and well, you guys should know now that it's invisible stair set time. So once you've done that, we're going to do one more invisible stair set here, but this one we're going to come an extra 3 towards the right of this. So 1, 2, 3, which make a 4-block line, like so. Right, and you've got the fourth one here, right on the very end of the right. You want to come back in 1, which is going to be this one, and make sure you just come up 2. 1, 2, like so. No need to do anything more on that now. Now we can start building his chin line and wiggling all the way, just a little wave there, all the way towards the right. So from the fourth block here, we're going to come visible stair set down to 1, sorry about that, 2, like so. And then from the second one here, you want to make sure it's a 5-block line of black. So 3, 4, 5, like so, which will be his chin. After that, with visible stair set up 2, now coming towards the right hand angle. God damn, my speech is awful today. And from the second one here, we're trying to make an L like so. Now from this sort of backbone of the L on the right, now we're going to be going down to make his hand. So we're going to come to visible stair set 3, 1, 2, 3, voice crack. And from there, we're going to come down an extra 3 to make a 4-block of line. You guessed it, it's exactly the same pattern on the other side there as well. I'm going to grab a tack. I'm going to come 3 in, 1, 2, 3, like so, which obviously there would have been a tack there. Maybe. Would there? Yes, no, maybe so. Who knows? Let's have a look. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so from there, come up, visible stair set next to this one. Like so. What is wrong with this weather today on this game? It's pretty much like that in real life. There we go. And then we should sit a white tack there, quite nice and snug, like so. So you can tell, as you can see from this grey block here, if we put a grey block there, very symmetrical, so as you can tell. Let you have a look at that. So if we imagine put a white tack here again, pretty much the exact same pattern there. So you want to mimic this one onto this side. It's quite easy to do. So we're just going to obviously leave that white tax there for the time being. So I'm back on this backbone here. This is obviously going to be a line of 5 in total. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh damn, connects snug as a bug right there. You don't need to do anything with that. Come back down 1 like we did before. Come out 1, 2, and then fill the rest of that in. So make a 3 like so. So again, you've got the 5 there, and then you've got 3 in the middle, 1 either side remaining. As you can tell there, 1 there, obviously in between that, and then 1 just peeking out there just to make a hand. And we can follow that up with our grey just all the way along to connect, which is on the exact same side, the exact same pattern. Everything is hunky-dory apart from the chin, which obviously is going to be a little bit different because yeah, it is, and it's obviously going to mould his head really quite nice. So yeah, there we go. That is his sort of chest piece there. Snug as a bug, easy peasy. So we're going to switch to our darker grey now, and these sort of boxes that are set in between here, we're going to fill those up with dark grey. Same principle on this side as well. You fill that in. Like so. Once you've done that, we can actually just jump now, and then we can just start building sort of a little bit of detailing like so. So we're going to put some visible stair sets here, which will come up nicely and connect like so. Done, beautiful. And then now we're going to start doing a little bit of darker sort of grey chest work here. So where to go here? I'm going to put 1 step along the side of here, and the same thing on this side as well maybe. Yeah, I like that. 1 up there. We're going to come out an extra 1, just connect these all the way along. Leave a line of grey there. Not for sure. We're going to put a grey block in the middle of all of this. You should have 3 either side, which we have. And then with your dark grey, just going to run another layer on 3 either side. We're always going to come back to this block, by the way. So we're going to go up another one with light grey and come 2 either side of that. 1, 2, same thing. 1, 2 on this side. Your dark greys, just to fill it in. Back with the light grey, you're going to go back to the middle again. I'm going to build another layer of the same line. So nothing's changed here, it's just a little bit, just going up an extra 1. And then obviously corresponding to the middle of this whole entire pattern, just put 1 like so. Should be okay. I'm going to carry this dark grey all the way up, because why not? 2 along. And then the rest of that I think we can just fill in with dark grey. So I'll let you have a look, light grey, sorry. So I'll let you have a little look at that for the time being. Let me just fill this section in here, so I'll actually get a little judgment of what it is. It's something like that. Actually, no, I don't like that. I'm going to change that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Apologies. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Something like that. You can have it any way you want, but, you know, I think that's probably the best way to do it. And then obviously with these other sort of small sections of his hands coming up to his shoulders, we can just fill those in with light grey. I think there's a little bit too much dark on there, but, you know, that's okay for his chest piece, but obviously his shoulders and everything else. Just give it a little... beautiful. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So something like that. If you've got something like that, you're a freaking legend. You can change it however you like, but that's the pattern I've gone for. Just quack along with his head. So we're going to be doing from the 2 here, from the stem on the left-hand side, we're going to switch to our white stained clay. And okay, you're a freaking legend. So let's carry on. So from the L here, we're going to go invisible stair set corresponding down to the left now. So something like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 invisible stairs, but third one we're going to come an extra one along, so make it 2. Then on top of the 2 here, we're going to put our dark grey, like so, snug. And on the left hand side of the left block of the darker greys here, we're going to put a black. Then we're going to put a tack on top. So only a tack. A black on top of the left hand side of that. A black on top of the tack. And then we're on the top of the tack of the black here. As you can tell, this one going to come an extra long 3 along. 1, 2, 3. Yep, should connect. So 4 block all the way along and 2 on top in the middle, like so. Confusing. I know, crazy, very confusing. If you've got confused so far, I'll let you pause it right now and have a little look to come all the way in. So you can tell that L there, 3 invisible stair sets down, make it 2, flat. Then you're going to put 2 dark grey along, 2 on top and 1 either side. 2 at the top of the 2 black, going to put a 4 block which should connect with the invisible stair set on the right there, as you can tell. A tack underneath the side there, just to plug that extra black block which is over here. So from this black block here, you're going to put a darker grey on top, and then a black either side of the darker grey, like so. Once you've done that, you want to make a dark grey line running all the way along till it connects to this block. So this one needs to come all the way along. All the way along, it should connect, which it has. Fill in these extra sections here with your darker grey. This whole bandana is a darker grey just in general. And then from there, we want to come all the way along with black just to conceal it, just so it connects, like so. Let's remove that white now. There we go, and that is his bandana. Believe it or not, it will come to life, trust me. So if you've done that, that's probably the hardest bit in the whole entire thing. So congrats on that. So now, what we can do now is actually going to switch to a dark grey again, and we're going to build an L on this sort of section here. Now this L is going to go all the way along, which will be the continuation of the forehead of the banner. Again, I'm going to switch to our black, and we're just going to put 1 right here, and now we're going to start building his head. So we're going to come 2 up from here. Invisible stair set coming up towards the right now. I'm going to make that a 2 invisible stair set, like so. Let me have a little look. You can tell the L, the black next to it, 2 on top of the black, then 1, 2 stair set. The second one here needs to probably come along, good lord, 7 in total. So let's do that now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then after that, invisible stair set coming down corresponding to the right corner now. It's going to be another 2, exactly the same on this side. But the second one here should come all the way along down. Oh, and that L. And it connects smoothly. Boom. Like so. Told you to make an L there before, which we have, and it connects the head up marvellously. Now all we need to do is obviously finish his head. So as you can tell, this grey L here, obviously being a standard shape for a forehead, needs to come all the way along to the other side, which it does. We're just going to run this line 2 all the way along to his head, all the way along. And obviously this small section here you can fill in with any colour that you like. Now for me, I'm going to fill it in with a brown wool for the hair. I'm just going to fill all this whole entire top section in here with the brown wool, like so. But what we're going to be doing is add a little bit more detail. So we're going to come all the way along this sort of grey banner here, and we're going to come just 1 block away from the right and just snug one in like so. Just like that. Nothing more, nothing less. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we're going to start building his face, and we're going to start with the beard. Switch to hardened clay. Come along to the cheekbone line here, which is that 5 block of black which we previously placed. And just run another 5, like so, with your hardened clay. Again, come up to the next layer. We're going to be doing all this in layers, apart from the eyes. A little bit more trickier, but they're quite easy to do once you get the hang of it. Let's come 1 hardened clay. Then we'll come 4 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, again with your hardened clay, back again. I'm going to go 1, 2, and we're just going to follow this up like a snake effect. So we're just going to come all the way out till we hit this section here, which we've done before. Again with the brown, the hair, come along, and that's actually the ear. So as you can tell, we can have a little look. Marvellous. I'm pretty freaking happy with that. It looks pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting quite hyped about this. So I've never done this pattern before. So switch to your white wool now. We're actually going to start making his eyes. So from the lonely hardened clay here, we're going to come up 1 with the standard wool. Apologies for the weather. 1 up with the standard wool, and then 2 black. 1, 2, like so. And then a white on top. Now, what we're going to do is conceal the left side of the black, the right side of the black with your wool, like so. Then we're just going to put a line of white stained clay, which is his skin, just a breach between the 2 eyes. And now we're actually going to make the second set of eyes, which is going to be a 4 block in the middle of that white stained clay line, which you can tell right there. And again, the exact same thing on this eye. We just want to conceal the black with the white. Do not connect them. So you should have something that looks similar like this. There we go. And the rest of that you can actually just fill in with your white stained clay, which is going to be his skin now. So we're just going to fill that in like so. Oh, I'll let you have a little look at his face. I'm going to have a look, just a quick look at his face before we do anything else. So you can tell there the 5 line of the hardened clay, which is zigzagged all the way up to his ear section there. And you can tell there's 2 brown next to the ear on the right hand side of the white stained clay. Then obviously if we look at just the general pattern, you can tell there's a 4 block there of black, a straight line to divide the eyes, 2 black, and then obviously the whites are concealing it. This actually looks like a 4 thing, it's not, it's just 2. So yeah, that has been Solid Snake, guys. Guys, if you did enjoy as much as I did, make sure to hit me up with a like and a comment. But until the next one, guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.